Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today for this workshop. So I'll give a little bit of introduction and then I'll tell about what the agenda will be about. So obviously we're here to talk about the book, All the Secrets of Getting a New Job in Dubai, Secrets Totally Unleashed for you. So I'm Isabelita Castilho, I'm originally from Brazil. I have a bachelor's degree of business administration. I've been in Dubai for about 6.5 years now, and it's a big passion to me in Dubai. I've been in other parts of the world, but nothing like being here in Dubai. This is my heart, more than my home country. My experience, my expertise comes from a recruitment background, more like headhunting background, which is a little bit different, slightly different. So pretty much we have to look for those candidates other than just going through CVs that are given to us. So that's the difference of being a headhunter. So through this, I was able to learn what are the secrets of making successful candidate to get a job in Dubai. And also as a job seeker. I've been job seeking for very long before, and I learned, wow, how did I change jobs so many times? Well, there must be a secret about it, and I found out what it is. So this is just a brief introduction. I'll have some notes, so do excuse myself. I have 2 microphones. Make sure they can hear me well. There is a secret for that as well, so we can put in YouTube later on if you want to watch it again, if you want to share with your friends, then the sound will be perfect. That's why we have 2 different types of microphone. As I said, 2 ways that I learned the secrets of getting a job in Dubai, as a headhunter and as a job seeker. Okay, so basically we're going to be talking for about 40 minutes. After this 40 minutes, there's going to be an opportunity for book signing for those who already bought the book, or for those who are buying the book today with Kinokuniya. So you can bring the book to me and I'll be more than happy to sign the book for you. If you have any questions, we'll try to answer very few questions at the end. Our time here is limited today, but you're most welcome to email me. In the notepads that you have, there is an email address. Please feel free to email me with your questions or whatever you need, and we'll take it from there, okay? So basically, the main secret of getting a new job in Dubai, it always starts with a hero. This hero is called LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my hero. That's why I have these colors today. And that's why she's got that color today. That's why a lot of people have this color today. It's just unconscious. No, really, truly, LinkedIn is the reason why we get a job in Dubai. And basically, so why LinkedIn? So why? Because that's where we headhunt people. That's where we find people. So if you have a profile in LinkedIn, it's pretty much like having your CV first stage. Later on, you'll be asked for a CV as well. But mainly, that's how headhunters, recruiters, when they look for candidates to fulfill those roles that they have for their clients, that's where they go. So that's your universe. So that's where you must be up and shining. Okay, so what makes a good LinkedIn profile? Well, very first thing I want to tell you, I don't work for LinkedIn. Maybe one day I will, who knows. But I have to tell you, you must be a premium member. If you become a premium member in LinkedIn, your chances are much higher to get a new job in Dubai, because you'll be found by many more headhunters and recruiters, because your chances to be found are much higher. In terms of network connections, for instance, let's say I'm connected to Kuti, she's my friend in LinkedIn, okay? Now, her connections are my second connections. So her second connections are my third level connections. So when you're premium, you can go that far as a headhunter and you land in the profile of candidates who have the key skills they are looking for. So as a premium, it's more rich to your profile. You'll be found more easily by headhunters and recruiters. So become a premium. It's a good investment. I've been paying LinkedIn every single month since 2009 as a premium member, and I'm so happy for it. Okay, that's the beginning. So what do we need to have in LinkedIn profile? Well, very beginning, a photo, right? If you don't have a photo in LinkedIn, so it becomes like cold and robotic, and it's like, what impression? You're not giving an impression. It's very important. When you see somebody for the first time, like you see me, you have no idea who I am. The very first impression you're going to make is of my look. How do I position myself? Do I smile? Am I too serious? Do I come across somebody? Whatever I'm putting in that photo. So it's very important that you have a nice photo. Pleasant, personable, represents what you want to represent of you. Please, no dogs, no cats, no drinks, no boyfriend, girlfriends, nothing that does not represent what you would put in your CV. So the photo should be equivalent to what you would put in your CV. Just think this way. LinkedIn is like your CV, but a little bit more decorated, and it gives you more chances to be actually contacted, okay? So what else do we need to have? Headline. When you found me in LinkedIn, I think most of you come from LinkedIn, you see that it says career advisor, it says author. That's already the first impression that you make. Oh, she's a career advisor, she might be able to help me getting a job, and she wrote a book about it. So she's the person to contact. So that's why you contacted me, otherwise you just take whoever she is, doesn't matter, right? So the same for you. Have a catchy phrase, something that identifies you. Maybe you want to be identified as passionate business development, right? So you put it there, so as soon as a headhunter, recruiter is passing by you, in that profile, you're landing in their page, they're going to say, wow, I'm looking for a business development manager, this guy might be the one I need to talk to. Then they're going to go further. Otherwise, you just pass by and they say, okay, nothing that indicates I have too many profiles in front of me, too many CVs, so doesn't matter, you just ignore you. So make sure the catchy phrase is there. Okay? So what else should we have there? All key skills, all the top key skills that you have. So passionate is very important actually. The word passionate really indicates that you really love what you do. And honestly, if you don't love what you do, then try to think about what do you really love. And if it's all about, it doesn't matter what I love right now because I need a job, then okay. But in that moment, you need to sell yourself. So at that moment, you need to choose something you love about this, even if it means about you go for right now to maintain yourself employed, and later on you find out your real true purpose and your true love. Okay? Okay, so once profile is good, up and running, what do we do? Well, no point in having a good LinkedIn profile up and running if you don't have connections, right? So we need to have the connections, because how can people know that you exist if you don't have the connections? So we need to connect. That's what LinkedIn is about. It's a network platform for you to connect. It's pretty much like going to a football stadium. Let's say today I'm all dressed up for you and I go to a football stadium, nobody's there. What's the point? Nobody even know who I am, or nobody's going there to see me, to talk about it. So you have to make some noise. You have to announce. I announced all over LinkedIn about this event. Kinokuniya posted in Facebook. Okay, that's why you're here today. If there's no communication, no noise, and there's nobody to remember, to remind you about it, then no point in being perfect, wonderful, nobody knows. So we need to connect. Who are you going to connect with? Well, example, you're looking for a job in FMCG industry. So you need to connect with recruiters that are in the FMCG industry. How do you identify them? Well, then we can borrow our friend Google and go in Google, for instance, and put there top FMCG companies in Dubai, or top FMCG recruitment companies in Dubai. And then they're going to list for you 10 companies, for instance. So Pepsi, Nestle, example. Then what do? Oh, now I have a list of 10 companies, 15 companies, 20 companies in my industry that I'm looking to work for. Now I'll go back to our hero, LinkedIn. You put in LinkedIn, Nestle. Who do you find in Nestle? Take a look. Maybe too many people. Okay, so filter. There's an advanced filter section. Recruiters, HR managers. Maybe you are a business development person, so who would that be your manager? Maybe a sales director. Okay, who is the sales director in that company? Start connecting with them. From the moment you connect, if they do have an opening, they'll be the first one to say, oh my God, I'm so glad this person connected with me because I need to fulfill this role. So I'm going to see if he or she is interested in this job in this company. So basically, it becomes almost like LinkedIn doing the job for you. LinkedIn will become like, you become a passive job seeker also. Although you're active, you know what you're doing. But you have to connect. You must have the universe around you. And once you connect with the people, whether recruitment agencies in the industry or whether the companies that identify the companies you want to work for, your possible hiring managers, the recruiters, HR managers, whoever it is, connect with 5, 7, whoever, how many as possible. You're just connecting, right? Once you do that, then that's it. you start making noise. You need to remember those people, because maybe today, Kriti, she's a recruiter. Today, she connected with Pratik. And then she said, okay, good to know, there's a good profile here, business development. But then maybe next week, Kriti has already received another 1,000 people connecting with her. She's not going to remind Pratik. And then now she gets an opening for business development. Oh gosh, who was that guy again? So how do you become visible? Make noise. How do you make noise? Look what I do. I make noise every day. Right? You share an article. You comment in somebody's article. You write, if you like to write something about what's relevant to what you love, because then it will be relevant to the people in that industry. So basically it's about LinkedIn profile, good photo, good key skills, connecting with the people, reminding them of you, right? So not only about the newsfeed. You know when you go in your newsfeed and you see all those people, somebody commented, somebody shared, somebody wrote, somebody whatever, that's how you remember them, right? Some people remember every single day. It's like almost like my friends. Once was very funny. I was in Marina Mall and I was passing by a restaurant, and this guy, Isabelita, was like, Craig, no way, from LinkedIn. And we felt like we were good friends already, because every day we see each other posting something on LinkedIn. So that's how it goes. We start talking. So it's impressive how the power of LinkedIn, okay? So once you do that, how do you follow up as well? So job step. That's another thing you can definitely benefit from. And I think that's the main question of most people. But I applied for jobs and never got a response. Well, applying for a job in LinkedIn, it's not just clicking the button and forgetting and waiting to see what happens. So applying for a job in LinkedIn means it's just the seed. It's the mustard seed in the middle of the sand. That's almost nothing. So how do you make it to be everything and to get you the interview? Well, first of all, there are two options. One, does it have a job poster? Does it show who posted that job? If it does show who posted the job, guess what? You connect with that person. Just for the fact that you send a request to connect, the person will say, wow, thank God she's saving my time, he's saving my time, because he or she has the profile that I'm looking for, is going to make my job easier. Because honestly, if somebody posts a job in LinkedIn, that costs a lot of money for companies, by the way, so it's never a fake job. That means they are really desperate to fulfill their role. Why would a company pay thousands of dollars for LinkedIn to post jobs? Because they need it. They invest in because they need to fulfill that role. So if you connect with them just for the fact of connecting with them or sending a request to connect, whether they accept, whether they don't accept, it's already like, okay, they've seen you. Now, they don't connect with you, they don't reply to you. It's their problem, not yours. Don't worry about it. You already had a chance to appear in front of them. It's almost like saying, I'm here if you need me. They will see, okay, I don't need you, or I already fulfilled this role, or whatever. It's okay, move on. Don't keep thinking and crying over spit milk. That doesn't make any help to you. You need to scale that. So when you apply for jobs in LinkedIn, or just for the fact to connect with the right people, then that's it, scale that every single day. Then when it comes to really your effort, how much do you want on your job? So now you know basically the formula. There's a lot more in this book, a lot more in details. We can also talk personally. Send me an email. We discuss how I do career advisory, personalized session. Okay, but basically the main message here, and I'm sure Kuti will agree with me, is that a lot of people don't put effort. They apply for one job this week. Then the middle of the week they apply for another job and they say, oh, I thought I got the job, I had a very good interview, and then I'm waiting, that's why I'm not applying, and then 2 months after, I'm not getting a job. But what are you doing? Looking for a job is a full-time job. Okay, if you have another job and you're trying to move, of course, cannot be a full-time job, but at least put 2 hours per day. It's an investment of your time, of your effort. And every time you feel tired or you feel you're going to procrastinate, remember about your objective. Remember about the consequences. What will happen if I don't put effort and time every single day? Because it's about your future. It's about your new job. If you keep procrastinating and saying it's the market, Dubai, no, Dubai is a wonderful place. Dubai is the best place with opportunities. Okay, now, how much time I have, Anna? Okay, so now we're going to talk about the hidden jobs. So what happens to the hidden jobs? What happens to the hidden jobs? They're hiding, right? That's why they're hidden jobs. Well, basically, guess what? I think I already answered indirectly this question. Hidden jobs are exactly the ones that you're going to approach proactively. Recruiters, headhunters, hiring managers, whether recruitment agencies, whether companies that you want to work for, and say, hi, thank you for connecting with me. I'm just looking for an opportunity in your company, or I'm looking for an opportunity as a BDM or as a sales manager. Please do let me know if you would like to discuss with me. I would be very interested. Thank you, kind regards, mobile number, make it easy. If they have jobs that they don't want to post, first, costs a lot of money in LinkedIn to post a job. Second, I worked for a company where I was an internal talent acquisition consultant. I would receive 1,200 CVs per day. How can we go through it? We can't, right? So then how do you actually get the job first before this 1,200 people that apply daily for that job? Because you're being proactive, the jobs are not posted. So think that company or these hidden jobs for being hidden, although we usually hate it and we want to kill them, right? But think it, because if you're being proactive and the job's there, but they are just not announcing because they are actually looking themselves for the people to avoid going through 1,200 CVs, then that means you arrived first. So be proactive, approach people, but don't start sending attachments. Nobody wants to receive attachments, and you don't want to lose your value as well. If you go too aggressive, and if you start saying, please help me, dear ma'am, dear sir, cut it off. We need to be personable, okay? Sometimes I receive people approaching me and say, dear sir. I said, you kidding me? Is it clear I'm a woman? Or changing my name, whatever name they decide to call me is a spelling. It doesn't give value to that person behind that. Okay, so value yourself, value your time. Don't send bulk messages, copy everybody thinking I'm saving time. No, it looks like you fishing. You're looking for a job desperately. And honestly, even if you are, you want to keep your value, your image. Because when the moment you come across desperate, guess what? Unfortunately, you lose value. It's like a date. There's a guy after you begging day and night, oh my God, I was even interested, not anymore. He's so desperate, so needy, I don't want him anymore. The same for a girl after a guy, right? It's the same about a job. If you come across desperate, needy, and please, for Christ's sake, my family, I have to feed my dog, whatever, you're not going to gain value. You want to look valuable. So when you approach a company directly, companies, not recruitment agencies, you can tell them, I really like this company, and why do I like this company? Give a reason. Find out the true reason, right? Go in their website, check their values, check the reason why you want to work for them. And really, be genuine. Nothing like being genuine. And then say, wow, she really wants to work for Nestle. She really wants to work for Pepsi. So let's take a look. You strengthen much more your chances. The other thing is, again, let's say you saw a job open for Nestle. Check in Nestle who works there. You never know. Maybe your friend of 5 years ago, somebody you worked with 10 years ago. Approach them. You can ask them, listen, I saw that you are Nestle. I'm very interested. I saw this job opening. Would you recommend me? You have nothing to lose. If this person does not reply or says, sorry, I'm not that anymore, or just ignores you, okay, at least you gave it a chance. Better than stay quiet and worried, or with that, forget it, just move on. So you need to scale. I think one of the secrets is to scale. So every day, connect, contact, go also to network events. You don't lose for going. Even if you are, it's not related, I don't know how to, take a business card, personal business card. Write in the back your main keywords, like things that you relate to yourself. Take it. Never know. This person say, oh, interesting, what are you doing nowadays? Let's catch up, let's go for a coffee. Who knows? Maybe that person knows another person that's exactly looking for somebody like you. Do never diminish anybody's title, position, or because they might be the ones who actually get the job. I do work at a multinational as well, Okay, I don't only do that. I also work myself with a company, a multinational here in Dubai. And the way I got that job, today I'm not going to talk about that company, so it's just a multinational, but it's not in LinkedIn, of course. But the way I got the job, I was chatting to somebody, helping her as a career advisor. Okay, and she was asking me, after 2 hours of career advisory with her, she was asking me, so what about you? Tell me a little bit about you. I said, well, I do this job, I do this as my passion, but I also need something else to help me keep up with my expenses, because it's not a full-time thing, but it's something that I really love. Okay, should I help you? I said, sure, I would love if you can help me. Who can you recommend me? You gotta ask. And then she said, I can recommend you to X, Y, and Z. I said, okay, please recommend. Bottom line, I was called that same day because she was a client of that company. The same day at 6 p.m., which is unexpected, right? 6 p.m., I got a call. And they said, well, you were highly recommended by this lady. Would you like to come here for a discussion? I said, sure. I didn't even know what the job was about. I said, you never lose from meeting the people. You never lose, you only gain. I went there next day, whole lot of applications, even things like I was not expecting nowadays, like compositions. Okay, that's interesting. I love writing, so I don't mind. I wrote for 1 hour, right? And after this, they recommended me for another job that was nothing related. I said, okay, let's discuss, let's see what it's about, what is in for me. So it was related to consultancy as well. I said, okay, it's for me, done, I got the job. Just that simple. And I was not even tapping into that company, a company that, it has 300,000 people worldwide. So I was like, wow, I got that easy, So pretty much the message is connect, ask. Whoever read the book or whoever is going to read the book is going to see the word ask. Ask something very important. People are willing to help. You're willing to help, right? If I ask you a favor now, you'd be happy to help. Because people want to feel that they have a purpose, they have something good they can do for others. So ask. And if they say, sorry, I can't help, okay, that's fine. But you only gain, you have one step closer to getting your dream job if you ask. And it's not beg, it's very different than beg. And say, wow, hi, how are you doing nowadays? Connect, go for a coffee. So pretty much this is a lot about asking, networking, connecting, but LinkedIn is essential, okay, in how you approach people. Now, motivation, every day you gotta do it until you get that job. It's just like a diet. Now I'm giving you a little bit of a formula, and hopefully you're gonna get much more from the book, otherwise you call me, we'll talk about it. Okay, but pretty much like you go to a doctor and you say, I wanna lose weight. What do I do? Okay, some people wanna lose weight, it's just a general thing that most people wanna lose weight. I don't want to lose weight. So basically, the doctor goes, you got to diet on this, you got to diet on that, take those pills, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? Go to the gym. Then the people don't do. Then after they say, that doctor, I'm not losing weight. But what are you doing about that diet, that recommendation? So please take this as my recommendation. Please, effort. Every day you got to do it. Okay, you want to have 1 day off? I let you have 1 day off. If you're applying for a job every day and you want your Saturday off or you want your Friday off, but other than that, 6 days a week, you must dedicate. And the best way is to have a right time that you know you're going to do it. No WhatsApp, no Instagram, put on silent, it's your time. If you say it's 2 hours focus, okay, it's 2 hours focus, but focus. No dog, no cat, no nothing. So, let me see if I missed anything. I know we don't have much time. Because I have 2 microphones, so. No, I think I was able to summarize most of the things that I wanted to do here today, which is to give you an overall message that count a lot on LinkedIn. It does work. What doesn't work is you're not to dedicate, you not put time for yourself. That's what does not work. Okay, LinkedIn works, it's the hero. Subscribe for a premium subscription. I don't get commission, I swear. They don't even know if I'm recommending you for that, but because it's to help you get further. Okay, and you have my emails in the notepad. You mostly connected with me in LinkedIn, so please feel free to approach. I would love to be connected with everybody that's here today. Expand this message And okay, I hope to see you again. I'll be here for some book signing. For those who already have the book, most welcome to come here. I'll be signing the book for you. For those who want to buy the book, Kinokuniya has for sale. So you just have to go to the cashier, come back with the book, and I'll sign for you. Questions? Do we have time for questions, Anna? Yeah? Okay, so how much time we have? Okay, great. So let's start with a few questions. That's good. Gives us time to answer some questions. Please.
Yeah, for a number of years I worked with my father's company.
Okay.
So in my CV, how do I put it that way? I mean,
That you work for your father's company?
Yes, yes.
Simple. We'll talk about it. Excuse me. So, I didn't get your name? Shaki. So Shaki has a question. He works for his father, okay? So he's worried about putting in the CV that it looks like it's not a real job, maybe. Is that your concern? No, definitely not. Especially being here in the UAE, it's the most common thing to have family businesses. So it's actually more pressure, because if you do something wrong at work, you can always justify like this. If you do something wrong at work, not only get in trouble at work, get in trouble at home as well. So responsibility is much higher. And of course, because it's a family business, whatever results are there for that company is not only your monthly salary, it's also the family income that's into play. So your responsibility, your commitment is actually much stronger. And that's just by nature, because it's your business, directly or indirectly. But it does happen cases that if you want to move from that job, maybe that's where you want to reach, yeah? It's okay, because, you know, a lot of people would say, I know friends that tell me, well, I don't want to work anymore with my dad. And how do I explain that? Well, simple. You want to feel that you have a real corporate life environment. Like, you want to feel like you work for a real company, because although it's a real company, but from the moment it becomes the family, you don't have that same experience. You want to have that feel of being in a cooperative environment. And from the moment you go to a big multinational, well-established, you can always, you know, later on develop those ideas to help even with your family business, you know. So it's not a concern at all. It's actually a good thing. It means you're not lazy, you're not accommodated, you don't want to stay inside of the comfort zone, and you want to develop. So you don't feel that in the family business you're able to develop as much. So you want to have a little bit more challenge outside of family business. You actually report into real bosses, not just brothers and parents, but then you really want to feel the challenge as real, not just as, even if I don't do it, it's okay, it's my father, he's not going to fire me. So that shows, wow, you're really willing to develop, and you really want to have challenges. This is positive. It means you're going to work hard, and that's what you're looking for. All right, so I'll be here in case you want to have a book signing, and I hope to be connected with all of you in LinkedIn. I'll be posting this video. I'll let you know in case you want to watch it again, you want to share with friends, and please feel free to email me all your questions, any doubts, and hopefully be able to catch up very soon. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time and attention.